Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Selling with Corey, where you follow me on my journey with my print-on-demand stores. We sit down, do these chit-chat videos with some random videos in between, and you give me advice on what I can do to make everything better. So today's video is a video I have been literally talking about the entire time of March, basically showing you most of my Fiverr designs that I got. Unfortunately, I was not able to release it and record it and release it last week like I originally wanted. If you haven't watched my Etsy update yet, I'll leave that link down below. That pretty much explains what happened last week and why I didn't post anything. That way I don't have to repeat it in every video this week. So let's just get right into it. If you've been following me on this journey for a while, you know back when I first started selling, I went ahead and I paid someone on Fiverr $20 to create 13 designs. It was originally 12, but they threw in a 13th one for free. I was kind of in the middle about how I felt about the designs, and I was in the middle about the price point, and there were things in the description that I didn't quite get with the package. But I had already rated them at that point when I had asked about it. So it was this whole thing. But yes, so I paid them $20. That does not include the Fiverr fee. It does not include the tip that I left them. I think all in all, it came out to be closer to $40 once everything was said and done. I don't remember the exact amount. I did talk more about that, I'm pretty sure, in one of my previous videos. If I can find the link, I will. I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones where I talked about what I spent for my Etsy and getting everything started when I first started in the first month. So if I find that video, I'll go ahead and I'll link that one down below as well for you if you're interested in hearing about that. But I have been talking about for a month now, going ahead and showing you most of the Fiverr designs that I got. This is not all of them because there are a few of them that are still being used in an Etsy shop. So clearly I don't want anybody taking those designs or going and doing some searching around to find my shop. So we're going to show you the ones that I pretty much don't plan on using again. You can't tell because of the mic, but I am wearing one of the designs. They are the ones that I put on Merch by Amazon. And then I ordered I ordered 10 of them to go ahead and attempt to tear me up. Yeah, so that was interesting. So anyway, we're going to get into the video. We are going to talk about the fact that I have these designs that I paid money for that I will not be using. You let me know what you think. Let me know if this was worth the money that I paid for these designs. I was able to choose up to 3 niches for these. The first niche that I chose was coffee and mom, because what mom does not survive off of coffee anymore? As a mom myself, obviously, I know firsthand surviving off of coffee is life. The second designs that I chose was gaming, which you're going to see one of those. The rest of them are still being used. And then the third genre niche that I chose was fitness. So let's go ahead and let's get right into it. So the first one here is This Mom Runs on Coffee. I pretty much gave them 100% complete control over what they wanted to do with these designs. I just told them the niches I wanted and then let them kind of decide what they wanted to do design wise, because obviously I was very new to this. I had just started doing Merch by Amazon and I had just started doing the Etsy stuff. So I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do. After doing it now, I think we are going into about 9 months that I've been doing it. I'm a little bit more in tuned on what I want, what I'm looking for, kind of like how I want to do things nowadays. So let's just get into this. So yes, This Mom Runs on Coffee. It's a really cute design, not 100% in love with the color. I can show you my lovely shrug guy from Placeit. I really love this guy for these videos. Yes. So this is how it looks on a t-shirt. I do have all of these shirts I typically don't wear out in public. I wear them just kind of hanging out around the house, or I wear them as pajama shirts. This one, it was a cute design. I just was not really a fan of the colors. Since I had got Photoshop, I can obviously go in and change the coloring now, but they're not really selling, so I really don't want to waste too much more of my time on them. So the next shirt, this is my One Gamer shirt. It says, "Yes, I'm a gamer," with a hand holding a controller. Now, my only beef with this one, like it's pretty cool. I love how you've got the hand holding the controller where it looks like it's coming out of something. I love the lettering and how creative it is. I was not a fan of the coloring of this one at all. So here's how it looks on a shirt. It just really pops out, and I feel like that kind of orange and pink together don't mesh very well. Now, mind you, I had not gotten Photoshop at the time I had gotten these, so I could go back later on and change the colors once I did get Photoshop. But this is all how they were originally sent to me, just to kind of give you a little bit of context. So yes, I was not a fan of this one, but it was their quote unquote free one that they sent me. So I just kind of kept it because I figured since it was a free design on top of the other 12 that I had ordered, not a big deal. I'll just take it. So the next one is this one, which this one was one of my favorites. I really, really, really liked this one. I liked how you had kind of like the female bodybuilder and she's lifting weights, and I liked how they had the little designs at the bottom. I didn't quite care about the sunset background, but I did like this one. This one was a favorite of mine. I actually have this one in 2 different types of shirts. I have it in a tank top, and then I have it in a regular t-shirt because I really like this one a lot. So I do genuinely wear this one out in public because I do enjoy it. And then here's how it looks on a t-shirt. Again, this was definitely like my favorite one out of the whole group, or at least one of my favorite ones out of the whole group. So I really liked this one. And then sticking with our fitness theme, we had this guy here. Now this one I actually had edited when I first received it. They had this big hulking like image at the top, and it was just way too much going on one little scene. So I was not a fan of that at all, like literally at all, not a fan of that. So I did have them edit it at that point because I just was not happy with how it was turning out, period. So yes, so this was the final result. Still not bad, still pretty cool how they use the elements, but just kind of okay with it. Wasn't in love with it. So this is how it looks on a shirt. Again, just 100% was not in love with it the way I was with I think there's like 3 that I really, really liked. So then we have this guy here. This one's still pretty cool. It kind of gave me like circus vibes. Am I the only one that's kind of feeling that? So just with like the font and then the different designs that they use to separate everything really kind of gives me circus type vibes. Again, like I was just kind of okay with it. I figured, they do this all the time. So they done their research, and this clearly was what was working, and I didn't really question it too much. But here's how it looks on a shirt. It doesn't look terrible on a shirt. I mean, it looks fairly good. Not something I would personally wear out in public, but it looks fairly good. So this is the one I am actually wearing right now, is the No Pain, No Gain. I do like this one. This is definitely one of my top 5s out of all of the picks. I, again, was not really a big fan of the color. And once again, I did not have Photoshop at the time, so I could not change the color. Just something about the blue and the orange I wasn't really a big fan of, but I kept it the same color it was because it didn't really, I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't really too into like changing it too much. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, I'll take it kind of thing. This is how it looks on a shirt. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, most people probably like those color combinations, just not me personally, which is part of the reason why I had to think about like, obviously these aren't for me. These are for me to sell. So that kind of helped make a decision in my decision process, like helped make my choice for me. So this is another one of my favorites. I just really like how it turned out. The colors go really well together. I like how they did the designing. I like how they had the silhouette of the 2 people lifting weights. And just the message is really great too. Like, be stronger than your excuses. And again, here's how it looks on a shirt. Like I said, this one is definitely one of the ones that I like as well. Definitely one of my top 5s. Then we get back into the Mama and Coffee Now, this particular one is another one of my favorites. Again, I think that's just because of the fact that I am a mom and I am completely obsessed with coffee. But this is definitely another one of my favorites. I really like it. I actually had them change the color on this. They had a really weird color combination. It was like a hot pink and then like a bright, bright blue. And I'm not a fan of that at all. So again, I did not have Photoshop at the time. So I asked them to change that color to white, and it definitely looks much, much better on white. Like I said, I was not a fan of that color combination. So I was not keeping that color combination. So yes, white definitely came out a lot better. This is a second mom one that I really, really like. Again, it's mom and coffee. Everyone can relate to mom and coffee, especially mothers, obviously. And I loved all the little details that they had on this with like the little coffee cups and the little beans. Like I thought it was super, super adorable. And then there's how it looks on a shirt. Again, I really, really like this. The two mom shirts, this one and the previous one, I actually bought on female shirts from Merch by Amazon. I know I've done a video kind of reviewing the difference between Printful shirts and Merch by Amazon shirts. The female Merch by Amazon shorts definitely left a lot to desire. Like I was not a fan of the female Merch by Amazon shirts. They did not fit right. I bought them in the size that I still am, and they fit like they're a size too small. So yes, I was not a fan of the female version shirts from the Merch by Amazon stores. And then we have this one. Now, this one is a little bit of a confusing design for me. Again, it was one of those designs. I didn't know any better, so I just kind of went with it type thing. But it was definitely one of those designs that really, really confused me. I didn't understand why it was popular. I didn't understand why they kind of went the route they did, but I didn't know any better. So yes, I did not know any better with this one. But yeah, so this is wasn't really a fan of it. It never sold. Well, none of these ever sold. And I can kind of understand why. Being like, 9 months into it at this point, I can kind of understand why none of these ever sold. And then that's it. Like that's all the designs. That is 9 of the designs that I had. Like I said, 3 of them are still currently being used. They are my other 3 gaming designs that I had. But yeah, let me know what you think. Did I waste my money? I mean, like, technically I did waste my money since I didn't sell any of them except for the ones that I bought myself to try and tear myself out of tier 10 in Merch by Amazon. But yes, tell me what you think. Let me know if you've ever gotten designs from Fiverr, like what you thought of it, your opinions, your thoughts. These are not ones that I'm going to be using. I do not plan on going back to Fiverr to purchase any designs anymore, only because of the fact that, like, obviously the experience I had was not the best and they didn't sell, which they pretty much made it seem like, I gave them full creativity of it and it should have worked. It should have sold, and clearly it did not. So yes, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you've ever bought designs from Fiverr and your experiences. Maybe something's done better. Maybe I just need to go to a better seller if I decide to go that route in the future. If you've been following my journey, I've been basically working on creating designs myself through Canva recently, which I'm very in love with, obviously. Well, if you've watched my videos, I'm very in love with. So yes, give me your opinion. Give me your thoughts. Let me know if you enjoy these. I still have a bunch of old, like, Merch by Amazon, like holiday, Christmas time old Merch by Amazon stuff that I created. A lot of my newer stuff is better, but obviously because I have it on Merch by Amazon and on Etsy, I won't show it until it comes off of Etsy. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoy these videos. Leave me a comment down below on your thoughts on Fiverr, and I will see you all next time. Bye.